Hi everybody, it's your girl Tofu. Today we are back with some The Last of Us. Let's get into it. Alright, so ready to install? Okay. I need to get back to that game soon. As soon as we finish this one, we'll finish up some of the other things we've got going on. Well, I wish I had another Molotov, but life isn't that great, so we'll just ignore it. Sorry for leaving off in such a weird place last time, but we're back with it today, so it's okay, I think. Wait, I didn't mean to do that.
You alright? Doing my best.
I have no idea what I just did there, but I think it's okay. Good. Just fell down. No, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, no, I jumped. Okay, I can't swim. Joel, that was really close to my face. I can't dive. I can't swim. I can't run forward. Okay, well. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, we did it this time.
Okay, come on, jump.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
That kind of reminds me of the fact that she doesn't really need Joel. Like, with the whole thing with David, like, Ellie didn't really need Joel, even though she probably would have liked him to be there. It's it's interesting that Joel says, see, you didn't even need me. Just reminds me of the winter portion of the game.
Whoa! Ellie, move!
We can make it. Look at us. Make it. Wait, no.
Joel! Here!
What? Huh? Wait, I'm so confused. Can we move forward at all? No. Oh my god, she can't swim. Is that her? Oh.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on, man.
Welcome to the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way.
So did you?
How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. was meant to be.
Everything happens for a reason.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up, and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell do you mean, surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where she...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised your mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joe.
Get up. I said get up. Come on. Move. I said move. Give me an excuse. Which way? What the fuck are you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking. Where's the operating room? I ain't got time for this. Where? Where? Top floor, the far end.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. They never give me any time to process. They just always throw me into the next situation. I can't. I cannot play without gloves, and my gloves are somewhere in my pile of clean laundry. Alright, let's try to be prepared this time. I'm gonna restart, sorry.
He's in here.
Let's go outside. Okay, there are quite a few people.
What?
He's dead.
We got a man down. The smugglers escaped.
Locate the target.
What are y'all doing? Why aren't you coming after me? Oh, y'all are coming after me. Maybe not. Shit! Oh my god!
Here he is.
Oh my god! 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 I feel so dumb. Fucked that one up, didn't I? Screw it. Actually, that's the wrong way. I didn't want to go that way. I feel like these guys, they just keep multiplying. I kill one and then there's like 3 in their stead.
Holy shit!
Assault rifle? Assault rifle. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's explore this area. Anything in drawers? No? Okay. This way. God, this music is horrible. I think I saw a guy. Saw two guys. That was a waste of a good one. Oh snap, we got rid of those guys with a nail bomb. Yay. Yay us. Okay. I feel like we could be doing better here, but it also could be worse. Have I gone in here? Oh jeez, it all looks the same to me. Okay. Nope. Music's gone. Never mind. Music's still here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm scared. I am never going to like a hospital ever again, am I? Okay, we can still go over there. Let's go over there. Music's gone. I'm about to have a heart attack. I'm about to have a heart attack. Oh wait, guys. Oh, okay, sorry. Give me a second. I forgot there's Diablo ammo back here somewhere. Right? Knew it. Alright. I think we're around here somewhere. Yes, I was going to go here. Thank you. Oh my god, I literally can't see. I'm gonna have to use this. Yeah. Why haven't I been using this flashlight before now? I don't know. I really don't know. What do I want to do? I don't know about that yet. I know. Okay. Anything here? Nope. Neat. Okay, now I want to do one of these. And one of these. Okay, now I'm getting suspicious though. We even got rid of... Okay, I thought it'd only take out 2 of them. I thought this one I'd have to do something about, but... Yeah. Okay, let's move this. There we go. Not move it, reload. Are there people, I feel like there should be people, Okay. Alright then. Okay. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, you guys. Well, that's probably where it's supposed to go, isn't it? Hello there. Supplies? When was the last time I ever picked up tape in this game? Or the binding that's there? Like, seriously, when was the last time I did that? Well, no, actually. Well, no, actually. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. I'm gonna, I'm not gonna run anymore. I'm going to stay crouched for the rest of the day. I don't want to open that. I want that. I don't trust that. It's probably really boring to watch. I'm so sorry. I'm just crouching. Yeah, boring. Go me. The music's gone. Okay, well, I'll go in there in a second. Oh, never mind. The music's there again. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, I missed something over here. No, it's a bottle. Damn it. That was gonna be something more exciting. Yeah, okay. I don't want to open this. I'm scared. Could I run through that whole thing? Wait, are you kidding me? I didn't have to kill all those people. I could have just run? Because then... Cutscene Joel sure looks worried, doesn't he? Damn it. I probably could have run through that entire thing. But I didn't. Which is... coolio, I guess. I'm not doing so well. I'm probably being really wasteful. How many stairs are there? Oh, I think, what's his name? The guy we killed told us we're going to the top floor?
April 28th. Marlene was right. The girl's infection is like nothing I've ever seen. The cause of her immunity is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigenic titers of the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly grow cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal. There is no elevation of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and an MRI of the brain shows no evidence of fungal growth in the limbic regions, which would normally accompany the prodrome of aggression in infected patients. We must find a way to replicate this state under laboratory conditions. We're about to hit a milestone in human history equal to the discovery of penicillin. After years of wandering in circles, we're about to come home, make a difference, and bring the human race back into control of its own destiny. All of our sacrifices and the hundreds of men and women who've bled for this cause, or worse, will not be in vain.
Okay, we can go in there. We can go in there. Okay.
It's 5:30 p.m. on April 28th. I just finished speaking, more like yelling at our head surgeon. Apparently there's no way to extricate the parasite without eliminating the host. Fancy way of saying we gotta kill the fucking kid. And now they're asking for my go-ahead. The tests just keep getting harder and harder, don't they? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And I just want this to end. So be it.
I mean, sure, I guess. Damn it. Full. Let's use the flamethrower and come back. What's this? Full. Okay, let's use the flamethrower and shotgun and come back. Shit. Jesus Christ. Brianni, Stewart, Sayun. We gotta get some close range stuff in. Oh, it's just me. Okay. Can't believe I crafted a shiv. Honestly, guys, when was the last time I crafted a shiv? March 15th, we finally crossed the Utah border. In a couple of days, we'll be back with the others. Today, the crew is in much better spirits. I've been worried about their morale since Greg and Tanya's passing last week. It's good to hear them laughing again. Robin came up to me and said, "Thanks for watching over us, Marlene. It was a small gesture, but I needed it." March 23rd, Ellie never made it. We arrived at the hospital. There was so much celebration, at least from the others. I guess they're happy to see their old friends. We haven't seen some of these guys in over 10 years. After they told me the news, I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk to anyone. I should be grateful to just be alive, but right now I just want to shut my eyes for a bit. March 24th, they look at me and I know They look at me and I know what they're thinking. That we're a bunch of incompetent grunts. What was I supposed to do? I thought I was going to die. My men were being hunted by the entire Boston battalion. I had to get her out of the city. How was I supposed to know the Firefly escorts were already dead? God damn it, I panicked. In the end, I healed pretty damn quickly, and my men were more capable than I gave them credit for. More than a handful survived the army's attack. I should have kept her with me. Instead, I handed her off to a couple of smugglers. I failed you, Anna. I failed all of us. I am an incompetent grunt. April 25th. I can't stand talking to any of them. I don't think I can take the stairs any longer. No way I can stay here. April 28th. One of our scouts just radioed in. He spotted an older man and a young girl entering the tunnel by the bus terminal. He thinks she might have had red hair, but he's not sure. What if it's her? Stop doing this, Marlene. The recon squad is about to head out. I'm going to join them. April 28th. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. She's alive. They're running the tests on her now. I can't tell if I'm excited, scared, or just nervous. All I know is my hands won't stop shaking.
Yeah, that's it. I'm coming, Ellie.
Don't let him get to the kid!
Christ. I probably could have had better placement there. Come on, get a little closer.
Well?
Nothing. See anything?
I'll search out here. You guys, go check over there.
What you got?
Nothing. You see anything? I'll look around. Son of a bitch!
Shit!
Watch my back!
Okay. God. Okay, that was not executed well, but at least I used it. Like, we have the flamethrower ammo for a reason. We should use it, right? I'm so sorry. That was probably really painful to watch. I know you guys told me that I have to move closer. I have to be like shotgun kind of distance for this to work. Damn it. For the flamethrower to work, but I didn't think about it. Oh, great. I should have used that. What am I fucking thinking? I mean, I'm not very good at this. There was flamethrower fluid somewhere. Yeah, it was in here. Huh. See, it's like nothing even happened. Okay, we can come back here for shotgun stuff. Alright, let's explore the area we just cleared out then, I guess. Actually, I never went around here. Wait. Well, I'm incredibly lost. Oh, it's the same place. Okay, that's where this door goes. Sorry, it got like really quiet in the game for a moment and I got really scared. Okay, it's scary in here. Can't see a whole lot either. Did we get... Okay. Okay. I gotta use this and shotgun. That. No. Just a mouse, sorry. Shit, I like got scared by my own shadow there for a second. Oh, we can't go back for that stuff now, can we? Oh, I could have run through this too. Go me.
That should buy me some time.
Hey, Anna. It's been a while since we spoke. I just gave the okay to proceed with the surgery. I really doubt I had much of a choice. Asking me was more of a formality. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. I would have done anything for her, and at times Here's a chance to save us. All of us. This is what we were after. What you were after. They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice. Maybe he can forgive me. Oh, I miss you, Anna. Your daughter will be with you
soon. Sounds like Marlene's feeling really guilty. And she's trying to justify or rationalize her decision. Damn, this game is sobering. Sobering. Okay, won't let me run.
Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
No! You fucking animal!
Carrie, shut the hell up!
Have to kill the other two?
Oh shit.
He's carrying her toward pediatrics.
Shit.
Over here.
I'm getting you out of here, girl. I got you. I got you. Come on.
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done 'em a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
It's actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
I got it.
Oh. Feeling my age now. Don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Oh. Right down there. Just a little bit further now. I got you. Give me your hand. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there, and she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Company mascots, morale boosters, and food patrol, pogo, and trumpet. Okay, sorry. I had to take a moment. That was such a incredibly tense episode from beginning to end, and I felt like I never had time to process anything, so I took a moment to process some things. I think the thing I want to talk about first is how the end just reminded me so much of Life is Strange. I know this game was made before Life is Strange, but there's just something about that ending. Would you save one person over, you know, hundreds or communities, or maybe in this case like the whole world? But I mean, I'm trying to rationalize it. There's no justification that a vaccine would have saved humanity at this point. People are gonna survive, and if you're not gonna survive, well, you're dead. I keep thinking of, you know, my Life is Strange reflection video, where we talked a lot about what kind of decision would you make? If you were in Joel's position, if you were in Max's position, what would you choose? As much as you love someone, or as much as you care about someone, I mean, I would always like to think that I could have the strength to choose more people over just a few, or I'd like to think I could make the decision that would benefit the most amount of people possible. But then again, it's so tricky because I loved Chloe tremendously in Life is Strange, but I didn't really quite appreciate her and her character until she was gone, and until I played Before the Storm and the Farewell episode. But I liked Ellie from the very beginning in this game, and the thought of making that decision is it's really difficult. I don't think Joel really made the right decision, and as much as it breaks my heart, I'd like to think that I could have let Ellie go. Marlene didn't want to make that decision. We saw it in her video recording tapes and her journal. She loved Ellie, and she didn't want to do it either, but I think she was making the better decision. And I don't like to think that Ellie should have died But, I think Joel, didn't make a good decision there. I think he made a selfish decision, and, I mean, in the end, I don't really mind. There was some sort of statistic in this game already about how there's like 60% of the world population is gone. Like, how are you gonna distribute? Obviously, like, I'm making excuses again. I'm like, how would you even distribute the vaccine? Like, what's the point of it now? But, I don't think anything can really excuse Joel's behavior, but I think there are so many things that could explain it. And in the end, like, I think I am really happy that Ellie survived, even though, you know, it like really hurts me to say that I don't think I would have made the same decision Joel did, no matter how much I loved her. It's so stupid. I thought I'd collected myself. I'm sorry. God, I feel just as shitty as I did after Life is Strange. And also I feel really bad about shooting the people in the surgery room. This game has never really given me any sort of illusion of a choice or that I could influence, you know, a story. It's just always unfolded before me as I've experienced it. So it like occurred to me briefly that I could spare them, but like then I shot them anyway. And then it was only until the woman, the nurse, I think, begged me that then it really hit me that it felt like it was kind of a real person. And then we could just scoop Ellie up and leave. Like, I should have checked before I shot the other two guys, that we could just take Ellie, because I don't know why I didn't think about that. It feels so stupid to be crying. I honestly thought I'd collected myself enough. I thought I took enough of a break that I wouldn't be crying. Well, I'm trying to reflect. Is that Ellie's knife in the window? I think that's her knife. Because we play as Joel and we only played as Ellie for a little bit, like, I don't think I ever really talked about some of the things I've been thinking, because I was just so busy, like, in the game, like, I didn't have really a chance to talk about some of my feelings about when I was playing as Ellie. But something that occurred to me when we were playing as Ellie was how much scarier it felt. We weren't as capable as Joel. We had to fight differently. We had to approach situations differently, and yeah, we could get through it. Technically, we didn't need Joel, but you feel a little more secure, a little more comforted when he's around. And I know they didn't have, like, you know, a father-daughter relationship really before Winter as much as they did after Winter. Suddenly she was completely alone, and that's her biggest fear, is to be alone. And for that entire Winter episode, we were alone. I can't even imagine how she must have felt. I'm talking about them like they're real people. It's so stupid. But they feel kind of like family to me now. But she was completely alone. Like, up until, like, that point in the game in Winter, she had always been with Marlene, or she was with Tess and Joel, or she was with Joel and, like, the kid who died, and then she was with just Joel, and then she met Maria. Then she met Maria, and then at one point she and Joel were with Bill. Like, there were always people around her until Winter. And then suddenly she was completely alone. She didn't have anyone. She didn't have any sort of comfort for an entire fucking season. I can't imagine feeling that way when she told us earlier with the other kid that her biggest fear was being alone. I think part of the reason why I like Ellie so much is because she just has such incredible strength. Because I don't know about you, but I couldn't do that. I miss Caleb when he's gone for 2 days on a camping trip. Like, I can't imagine being 13 years old and being completely alone when everything in your environment is trying to kill you. And the only other person you have is dying. I'm sorry, I'm trying to... There were just, like, a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and I keep breaking down every time I talk about them. Okay, so we talked about my opinion on Joel and his kind of decision. We talked about how bad I felt about killing the people at the end, because I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. We talked about Ellie during Winter, and then I think she was definitely scarred after the whole experience of, one, being alone throughout winter, all the things that she had to do to survive and keep Joel alive as well, and the fact that she narrowly escapes death. And I was just kind of reminded of all this stuff when she was jumping across, and Joel's like, don't worry, I got you. And then she jumped across, and he was like, see, you didn't even need me. She responded to it, but it wasn't like, yeah, I can do it by myself. It was just like, yeah, I think Ellie can do these things by herself, but it doesn't mean that she should have to do these things by herself. I think if we had asked Ellie, she would have wanted to undergo the surgery, but we didn't ask her. Marlene never gave us a chance to say goodbye, so this is kind of the result of that. It's all kind of like Marlene's fault for not letting Joel say goodbye. Maybe if Joel could have gotten like a little bit of closure. Actually, that's not really Joel at all. Even if Joel could say goodbye, I don't think he would. He's very protective. He's a very protective guy. So final thoughts. I think there's a few things that I'd like to talk about real quick. I really enjoyed the pacing. As much as I complained about it, the pacing was really well done. I think it was so slow in the beginning and just building up so that towards the end you would have this climax and it would just never go down. Because you know how some stories go like this? But this story would just go straight from all the way to the bottom of not interesting at all, and then it would just rise until you get the black screen of the credits. And when you get the black screen of the credits, like it never goes downhill. It just stays up here. And then the pace gets faster and faster, events unfold quicker and quicker, and you don't have time to process anything as you kind of get to this point of the game. So this point of the game, I think, was probably around it's probably about when Sam and what's-his-name died. I think that's when it started to, like, just shoot straight up in terms of you just don't get a lot of peace after that. And before then, it was just kind of like this more gentle slope, and then as soon as those two died, it just shot up significantly. So in terms of pacing, I really liked that. I really liked how they replicated stress in this game. I felt mostly stressed for most of the game, unless there was, a green scenery and it was just peaceful and happy and wonderful and there was no tense music. But in general, like, the atmosphere of this game is just so crazy, and I felt stressed specifically from an end of a cutscene to the beginning of a combat sequence that we would have to do. And I'd always, like, in this episode, just because, like, so much had happened in the cutscenes, I couldn't switch gears that quickly. So obviously I die in a zombie apocalypse really, really quickly. But to go from a cutscene into the combat sequences in this game is just very well balanced, but also, like, it was really hard for me personally to shift that way. So that was in terms of pacing. And then another thing I wanted to talk about in terms of final thoughts was the characters and the relationships. Excellently crafted, very well told. Ellie is instantly likable. She just lights up a screen with her presence, and I'm sure part of that is due to the performance of the voice actress. And same with Joel. He's not instantly likable, but you know that he's the guy you're supposed to like. And because of that, like, bias in terms of how the story is told, which is kind of told through his eyes, occasionally Ellie's, like, you get that sort of bias as a viewer, as a consumer of the story. You start to rationalize his decisions, and I'm so guilty of this. And you try to explain his behavior, and you try to explain it away. You have an explanation for it. You're like, oh well, he did this because of that, or he had no choice. But I think the reality is that Joel's human, and he makes mistakes, and he fucks up royally sometimes, and he doesn't have great judgment. It is clouded by his emotions. And I think Joel is a messy, beautiful, human character. Like, I love Uncharted, and I love Nathan Drake. But, like, Nathan doesn't have the humanistic quality that Joel has. The, like, darkness or the past, or you can tell that Joel's been through shit. You can tell that Ellie, like, the way I talk about them, it almost feels like they're real people to me. But when I talk about Nate, he seems more of like a character. He seems like a video game character. He seems like something that someone has written up to make really entertaining and fun. And I love that. I don't mind it, but this game feels unbelievably human to me. And I think it deals with real human dilemmas and thinking, real human emotion, you know? I think that's something that's actually really beautiful. That somehow in a zombie apocalypse game, you get something so raw and so realistic. So in terms of characters, wonderful. Character development, flawless. Or not flawless. There are many flaws, which makes it flawless. Like, it wasn't like, oh, at this point in the story, they're supposed to be this. At this point, it was supposed to be this. It was all very gradual. And if I had not been paying attention for one moment, I'd miss something, you know? Like, there are moments where he'd say kiddo in the last episode, or be like, oh my god. It's kind of what we talked about in the last episode. Like, there's these, like, what you would kind of think in normal games to be like throwaway or filler moments, but in The Last of Us, like, you just don't ever get those moments. There's nothing filler in here. There's nothing that really feels gratuitous, or it's like, oh, let's give him something, we need to like make it give him more time to play. Like, it all feels necessary. Even like the slower pacing in the beginning, like, it all felt necessary and important to the story. Every single little interaction with optional dialogue or something, like, it was a gradual, subtle way of influencing like the character. Like, Joel didn't immediately go from like thinking Ellie was annoying to absolutely loving her. Like, it was a very gradual thing, and then something did spike it a little bit. Something was a little more of a catalyst, which is I think the whole David encounter. Another turning point in their relationship was when he chose to take her the rest of the way, instead of letting Tommy take her. Like, it was all very gradual. Even with the Tommy thing, he it seemed like he wasn't like, oh my god, wait, I have to take Ellie, she's my daughter. No, it was, nah, I'll do it. I'll finish the job. It was still a job at that point, but he was more willing. And then they started to share more things at the university, like he talked about his wife and how he had Sarah young. Like, it was, and then there were things that made his attachment to Ellie, you know, skyrocket significantly. But for the most part, it was gradual. And with Ellie, like, again, like, she was tough from the beginning. She was likable, snarky, just immediately likable, but you could tell that slowly she began to care for Joel. And I think a moment where that kind of really hit me was when Sam and, I always forget the other person's name, Sam and the other guy, they left Joel and he was stuck there. Ellie jumped down from the truck and she's like, no, I'm staying with you. Like, there were those really big moments, and then there was all these little moments in between, and there's just something so good about that. I think that takes care of a lot of those thoughts. And then there is inventory management and gameplay itself. Absolutely loved it. I think I was pretty hit or miss with being able to do well with gameplay, especially today. I don't think I did the greatest today. It's been a while since we've had to shoot humans. Last episode was completely focused on clickers and bloaters, and then I somehow got out of practice with dealing with humans, and it was just really awkward today when I played. But we also ended the game with what I think is a very significant amount of ammo that we've had to leave behind, and we still had a lot of shit in our inventory by the end of the story. So I'm really proud of that. If I ever played this game again, I think I would do one harder difficulty, and I wouldn't probably do the game faster. I'd probably explore just as much. I think I wouldn't leave as much behind, because in our playthrough, like, we've left behind quite a bit of stuff, but I have a feeling like if we did the difficulty above normal, like, we'd have a lot harder of a time, but I think we would have just enough supplies, you know, like Resident Evil 2 style. I was kind of surprised at the beginning how generous this game was with supplies to begin with, after playing Resident Evil 2 right before this. So yeah, I had plenty of supplies. The game was very generous on normal mode. I loved inventory management. Like, Resident Evil 2 got me liking inventory management and saving stuff up, or like thinking critically. I'm like, do I craft that now? No, let's wait, you know, like stuff like that. Like, I loved the menus and the inventory management, and I loved all of that in this game. Gameplay, it was great. Headshots are easier in this game than any other game I've played before in my life. Like, I don't know what it is about this game. The sensitivity is pretty darn great. Hardest game for headshots was probably The Walking Dead Season 1. I kid you not. That was the hardest for me. Those controls took me like 2 seasons to get a hang of. And then by that time they had kind of like finessed them a little bit, and they were a little bit easier to deal with. But yeah, I loved absolutely everything about this game. At this moment, okay, Let me try to think of something I didn't like, though. Because I loved the characters, I loved the character development, loved gameplay, loved story, pacing. I know they're making a second one, but I think it would have been really cool if this could have just been such a linear game, and at the very end, you choose. You know, I think that would have been, like, such a cool ending. Like, I'm a person who hates ambiguity, but can appreciate it when it's used for storytelling. I think the reason I hate ambiguity is because life in of itself is ambiguous. Like, there's no clear direction to go, there's no clear choice, there's no clear option, there are no hints. We're all just flailing around trying to find our way in the world. That's ambiguous. That's ambiguity to me in my life. That's kind of the way I perceive it. So I hate ambiguity in my forms of entertainment because it just reminds me of real life a lot. I'm like, no, I want a conclusive ending. I want clarity. On one hand, I'm really glad that the game gave us that, but I think it also would have been really cool if it would be so cool if, like, until the very end, no choices, but then at the very end you got a choice. Like, do you pick Ellie up on that table? Or no, maybe not even right there. It'd be like when Marlene's like, you can still do the right thing, and at that moment you can give Ellie back to Marlene, and she's still sleeping, or you can shoot Marlene. Like, and I know they're making a second one, so, like, it wouldn't make sense for a second one for them to have a branching storyline like that, but, like, if this was just a one-time thing, I think it would have been really, really fascinating to see different people make different choices and try to explain why they thought their choice was the right one. I felt like I've already adequately explained my side in, like, the Life is Strange reflection video on the needs of many versus the needs of a few. Let me know if you guys have any questions about my perspective on that in the comments below, because I know that can seem, like, really insensitive, especially because, like, a lot of you guys have told me that I give off, like, a very warm or personable, like, feeling when I'm talking to you guys or when I hang out with you guys, or that I give off a feeling of, like, sensitivity. I think innocent is a word that has been used to describe me a lot, especially, like, in high school, even in college. Because, like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I like ice cream, I like stuffed animals, I like cute things, I like things that are pink and squishy, and I think that sometimes, like, a lot of people associate kind of, like, you know, me and my personality and who I am with how I would make decisions. So I know it might be, like, really confusing to some of you guys why I would choose to save Arcadia Bay in Life is Strange, or why I would have, like, seen if I could have asked Ellie what she wanted. Because in the end, it shouldn't have been even Joel's choice. It should have been Ellie's choice, and Marlene took that choice away from her. So I'm not saying Marlene deserved what she got, but Marlene, I feel sorry for her, actually, because we listened to her recordings and read her diary, I got the feeling that she and I had kind of a similar view on how things should have gone, and how the needs of many outweigh the needs of a few. But the difference is, I really feel like it shouldn't have been Marlene's choice or any of the Fireflies' choice. It should have been Ellie's, and they just took that choice away from her. But I blame Marlene kind of on the whole Joel making a decision thing, because Marlene took away Ellie's choice and Joel took away Marlene's choice and the Fireflies' choice. So, I mean, karma, maybe, but I did feel sorry for Marlene. And again, let me know if you guys have any questions about my perspective on, like, the needs of few and the needs of the many, and some of that can be explained in my Life is Strange reflection video. What was I even trying to talk about for the last 5 minutes? Like, I get so distracted. I'm just glad I'm not crying now, like, thank God, because I thought I had collected myself, and then suddenly we're, like, bawling in front of the camera. Guys, I just looked at the time. We've been recording for, like, 38 minutes. Like, my reflection part of this video is 38 minutes long, so I want to wrap this up because this has been too long for me. Like, Jesus Christ, I thought it was, like, 15 minutes. I thought I've been talking for 15 minutes. It's been 38 minutes. Hopefully, I can edit this down into, like, 15. I don't know, like, I might just, like, cut all my cry now because that's embarrassing, but at the same time I felt like I had really valuable things to say when I was, like, sobbing in front of this camera. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I had a lot of thoughts about this game. I hope I touched on a lot of them, because I didn't really talk a whole lot during my playthrough. I was just kind of like I didn't make a conscious effort to, like, really articulate my thoughts about a lot of this stuff while the playthrough was happening. There just never seemed like a good time to do it unless I had, like, a small remark. Like, but as we can see today, I've spent almost 40 minutes telling you guys my thoughts. So I don't see how that could have really fit anywhere in our playthrough. So I'm so sorry if my playthrough was boring, and I am so sorry if you find this chat boring, but I really wanted to do it, and I really wanted to do it after having like a little bit of a break. I'm going to end the episode here and end the series here. Oh my god, that's so sad. But I know we talked about a lot today, so let me know if you guys have any questions or if you just want to chat with me. I love talking to you guys. I remember talking to you guys about Life is Strange, and I had a lot of fun, and we had a lot of good discussions in the comment section. So I would love to hear you guys' perspective on kind of what I said here at the ending, or if you want to talk about something from the beginning of the episode, that's fine too. But I would love to hear your guys' perspectives and to have some great discussions down in the comments if you want. I mean, you don't have to talk to me, but I love it when you guys talk to me because I'm like lonely. This game felt really special, you guys. I had not necessarily a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing the game, and I really appreciate all the other parts of the game, like the story and the characters. And it felt really meaningful to be able to share this with you guys. So until the next episode of whatever we're doing, I hope you guys have a great day. And let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. Bye, guys. No. No. Jesus.